Righto, guys, it is that time of the week. Let's dive in, see what's being caught around the traps and what you guys can catch this coming weekend. Jumping straight into the weather. Now, we've had a little bit of rain this week. We've had some good storm activities. It's been hot, it's been sweaty, and that has been getting the fish going. What has that done to the beach? Well, for one, the rain has compacted that sand. So if you're traveling up the beach, anywhere from Noosa or all the way up the island, it's had a good soaking. So the beach is good to travel on. Tide-wise, this coming weekend, we're going to have our moon tides coming. So the lows are going to be low and the highs are going to be high. It's a really good time if you're traveling that beach to drive anytime after about half tide, and that tide is going to be ripping out really fast. Traveling will be good. What's it done on the beach to formations? It has moved around a little bit, guys, the beach, all right, as it always does. Now, there is some really nice formations down Teewah at the moment. Definitely worth having a look at down there. Inskip Point, it has changed dramatically as well, but on the moon, you're going to find that gutters are going to form as that big water, that big tide sucks out of the straits and creates a lot of eddies and movement. You're going to find little drains, holes, and wallows form on near the bar entrance, right up near the point, guys. Now, if you're thinking about heading offshore this week, it's actually not looking too bad. The wind has dropped down, and it's going to be a little bit of mixture of light variables. We've got a little bit of north, a little bit of south. We've got some easterlies thrown in there as well, but it's nothing horrible at all. You're looking at around 10 to 15 knots the majority of this week and leading into this weekend. Now, the swell-wise, this is the good point. There is virtually no swell. We've got under a metre of swell with the light variables. It's going to be a good week with the lead up to the moon, chasing fish offshore. Jacks, and jacks, guys. There's been an epic amount of jacks in the straits over the last week. That's not going to change, especially with the lead up to the moon, those big flowing tides. All these little drains around the straits, such as in Teewah Creek, Cowrie Creek, further up the straits, down in the headwaters of Tin Can, are all going to produce jacks. With the jacks, guys, there's been some really good estuary cod caught as well, and a few other bycatches as well. Now, the other species that has been absolutely getting a touch up, and it is just out of control at the moment, is flathead. There has been so many flathead around, guys. Guys have been trying them up on hard bodies, plastics, and I'm going to run you through some really good plastics to use if you guys want to go out and chase both jacks and flathead this weekend. There's two lures that I can highly recommend that are absolutely been killing the pig at the moment. Okay, one of them is the Arma Plastics. These things have a nice soft compound and have an absolutely irresistible wiggle to them, and they have been proving deadly. These guys here are the Armas. This guy here, Jack Attack, name says it all, guys. The Jack Attack has been doing the damage on the Mangrove Jack. It's also a fantastic flathead color. The other one that has been working well is the glow top. So the little glow tops have been working fantastic. And if you're not quite sure, come in and see us. We do a variety pack in these guys too, which you can rig weedless or weighted as well. And we can show you the best way to rig them to get the most action out of them to get you into those jacks, or even if you want to do some skip casting and stuff like that. All right, guys. Now, the other plastic that's been working fantastic at the moment, and it's no surprise, have a look at these guys. They have been absolutely demoed on these are the My Lure Box jack burners, soft glides, and paddle glides, guys. If you're chasing big flathead or you want a ready to roll plastic for jacks, check these little guys out. Now, Johnny Costello is an absolute legend, and he's got a tremendously good QR code here that shows you exactly how to use these things. They're pretty foolproof and they work really well. We have a massive restock of these guys coming because there's so many people nailing jacks on them that they've just wiped us. Now, offshore, guys, a lot of people had to change their plans last week due to those big afternoon storms rolling in. If you weren't lucky enough to get out, and as always, play it safe, guys. However, this is what you missed. Check out the amount of pearlies, right, that Greg from Double Arm Point Charters has been finding on his sounder. Now, he's pretty clever. He's been dropping the camera down and just getting a good look at him, and it is some remarkable footage. There is so many pearlies around at the moment, guys. It is not funny. The other thing that's in really good numbers too, guys, are some reds. There's some cracking good reds being caught, and there's been some really nice tuskies kingfish, amberjack, and a whole host of other species that got caught. Now, this week, with the lead up to the full moon, it is going to go off. You are going to get a bit of run as well out there, guys. So here's 2 plastics that I highly recommend, very popular with our customers, that gets results. These 2 guys both glow. You have the glow, okay, in the centered 7-inch jerk shad, and this guy here, you have the streaks curl tail. All right, this guy in nuke pilchard glow. These 2 are absolutely fantastic plastics that you can dead stick it in the rod holder and let it jiggle around while you're fishing other ways, or actively work. All right, whack them on a nice solid TT jig head, maybe with about anywhere from ½ ounce up to about an ounce or an ounce and a half, even if there's run. If that'll something you've got to decide on the day. But these are 2 plastics that can get you hooked up, and the Pearlies absolutely love them. Now, if you're thinking hitting the surf fishing this weekend, guys, I highly recommend stopping in to Tackle World Rainbow, grabbing some of our live worms. We'll be harvesting every day over the moon, and we should have plenty to go around. While you're there, stop in to see our team, grab yourself a pack of long shank hooks, some small sinkers and swivels. Fishing the surf, guys, is really simple, and it's really, really fun. Now, I highly recommend going down to Teewah Beach and fishing the top 6 or 7 Ks of the headland area. Okay, this is where we harvest all our worms, and this is where the biggest concentration of your whiting, brim, dart, and tarwine are going to be this weekend. The other place to try out is the point at Inskip Point, especially around the bar area at low tide, all right? So when you're fishing Inskip, always think surf and bar area at low tide and the bay side on the run-in and high tide, all right? That's the way it works. That's the key to success fishing Inskip Point, guys. Now, as always, we're open every single day of the week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're open from 5 a.m. So if you're coming through, drop in, see the team, and we can help you guys as much as possible get hooked up this weekend.